A rollover crash in Highlands Ranch Friday night left 2 people dead and another in the hospital. We now know one of those people killed was a 16-year-old from Aurora. Denver 7's Christian Lopez spoke to his family, now asking questions about what happened that night.
The deadly rollover crash happened here on South University Boulevard in Highlands Ranch Friday night. We spoke to the father of one of the victims. He says his 16-year-old son was on his way home to Aurora after attending a barbecue with his football team when he was killed.
My son was a lovable person. He wanted to be everybody's friend.
Loved ones say Tavion Daniels was a very bright kid. He had dreams of playing in the NFL.
He was a tremendous football player.
But his life was cut short after a tragic car crash in Highlands Ranch Friday night. We were on the scene after it happened. Douglas County Sheriff's officials told us the vehicle was traveling at a high rate of speed. The driver lost control, went over an embankment, and crashed into a tree.
2 people were ejected from the car and were pronounced dead at the scene. A third person was also ejected and transported to the hospital.
Officials could not give us any information about the other 2 victims or tell us whether or not they were wearing seatbelts.
It will be a lengthy investigation.
All of this is leaving family members with several unanswered questions.
And it's kind of hurting me a lot bad because I don't know what type of condition my son is, what was his last words. I will never sit here and see my son again, so it kind of hurts a little deep.
Even though there's nothing they can do to bring him back.
I lost my son, it's like I lost half of my soul.
His family says they'll never forget all of the lessons he taught them.
All the therapy and knowledge that he gave us, because even for 16, he gave adults knowledge. Everybody knows that my nephew was the brightest star in the world, ever. He was the best person I knew. He was my best friend.
There was another passenger in the vehicle who was injured and taken to the hospital. We don't know what their condition is, but the family hopes to talk to that friend to figure out what happened in those moments leading up to the crash. Reporting in Highlands Ranch, I'm Christian Lopez, Denver 7.
That is tough to see. Thank you, Christian. And around this time of year, we frequently see a sharp increase in vehicle deaths involving teen drivers. The period from Memorial Day to Labor Day is often referred to as the 100 deadliest days. Going in depth, researchers point to a variety of risk factors. No school means more free time for teenagers, and officials from AAA are highlighting their driving behavior. The risk of a crash actually increases when joyriding as opposed to driving with a destination in mind. Other risk factors include the numbers of passengers and their ages. Research found the overall fatality rate when a teen driver only has teenagers in the car increased 51%. When passengers older than 35 ride with a teen driver, the fatality rate actually decreases by 8%.